It's time for the Humor High Wire.
Yeah. Hey everyone. We're Humor Highwire. I'm Justin and I'm joined today by Ian and Matt. We're also known as Onengroff, Ian CK, and the Clown. Those are our internet aliases, if you will, our other nomers. That's a thing, right? That's a word. Today we have two segments brought to you by AutoZone.
Nope,
Whoa.
not a sponsor. Nope, not brought to you by Geico.
They are Sage Advice and a Draft. So we're going to kick it right in because the Sage Advice is, we got some lengthy write-ins here today.
Time for some sage advice.
So first off, we have a little texting conundrum. So the first person writes, hi, so this guy friend I've been texting kind of every day, nonstop for 6 to 7 months. We just text about random things or tell each other what we did every day. We hang out occasionally, but we see each other as friends only. Some friends tell me that this is not a normal thing to do, that we should probably text less, but I'm not sure. I text him every day, and he's a nice friend, but I don't know how long this is going to continue. This kind of has to stop at some point, right? Especially if either one of us gets a partner next time. Opinions?
Okay, so let me start off. I text my old boss every day, and I guarantee we are not in a relationship.
What do you? Well, hold on. Just for the context of the context, what do you text about? Like
My old boss?
yeah,
Oh, we talk shit. We just talk shit about other people.
okay. So you thrive off of toxicity. Got it. Okay.
What are you talking about? There's nothing toxic about talking shit about other people all the time.
Right.
and
There's
and
nothing
and this
in
man
that statement just inherently derives
and this man
the
wants
very...
I mean, honestly, I don't see it inherently as a problem. Because the thing about it is, like, everybody has different styles of relationships. And for some people, you know, having a constant contact, a person that you can talk to all the time or you want to talk to all the time, isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because on the other side of the spectrum, you have people that you don't talk to for years. And then, you know, you meet up with them and then you talk like nothing's changed or no time has passed by. Why can't it exist on the other side of the spectrum too?
Right. What if I were to tell you that as I'm reading further, because apparently this is like 18 paragraphs, there's a lore patch, and the lore patch is that they also helped this guy friend who was rejected recently by a crush, and there were other things they also helped the guy friend with, including getting over a breakup. And that their friends are warning them that the guy is saying things that also are hinting that the guy might soon be headed towards the direction of developing feelings.
What
well.
what things are like? I need context. What things?
Well,
is
they
he
didn't
saying?
disclose all that.
Well, that's
Well, I mean,
like,
generally
who cares?
speaking, well, okay, yeah, generally speaking, that there's a lot of red flags right there.
What are you talking about?
I would side with the friends on that side with that additional information, because if this guy seems to be completely like leaning on you for emotional support, and he's like not doing anything on his own to heal from that experience, or he's not trying to make new connections, and he's just trying to like strengthen this connection that he has with you, that's a clear sign that he's trying to potentially rebound, I would say, in my opinion.
In reading how this was worded. It doesn't sound like this friend was asking for help. It just sounds like this person was giving them help.
Well, I mean, I guess that depends on the reality of the situation, too. I mean, like...
It just says, I was there for him.
Yeah, okay. So when you're there for somebody, the first thing that needs to happen is you need to be, like, present. So, like, if you know the person and they tell you this just happened and you decide to be a supportive person to them, then you're there for them. At no point... What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
What, like, are you... Yeah, that. What are you doing?
You are the clickiest clicker.
What are you talking about?
Bro, you need to stop.
What are you saying? This is clean audio.
Okay, so we're gonna move back to concepts here. Specifically, that sounded almost like water bottle. Like it's not even keyboard anymore. Specifically, Ian.
I muted him.
Tell us in the comments what you think it is. In the comments. Tell us.
Specifically, Ian.
Yeah.
They are asking if the advice is to end the convo streak. What kind of reason should they give to stop like a daily conversation because they don't want to come off rude?
Oh, I see. That's a good question. I would say if it were me, I mean the best situation, even though it's the hardest thing, is always to be like honest. Like if you have a legitimate reason for wanting to lessen the communication, just be honest about it. Be like, hey, I just want to let you know that like I value you as a friend, but I don't have feelings for you if that's where you think this is heading, so on and so forth. I know that can be scary, especially being a female. A lot of times there's a lot of fear associated with telling a man that, you don't have interest in them. But I feel like if you let it continue, it will just end up being worse, in my particular opinion. But as far as like how to go about it, I would just, flat out say like this is where I see this going, and I don't want you to get hurt because you're thinking that I'm feeling something that I'm not, and see where the conversation goes from there. Because if you're actually wanting to lessen the amount of communication that you're having, then you can have that conversation. But if you're just worried that this person is going to develop feelings for you, then that's a separate conversation. And then if that leads to less communication over time as a side effect, then that is what it is. But I think we're talking about two different things, and addressing what the actual issue is probably the better way to go.
All right, let me give you some real advice because that was garbage. What you need to do is you need to test him. You need to test him to see where his real motivations are. Just sext him. Sext him once. If he says something messed up, block him.
Wait. I think you don't even need to go that far. Hear me out. Here's what you do. You drop him your PayPal link.
Oh.
And that's it. Just a cold drop of the PayPal link.
What did you say?
No context. Just drop him the PayPal link.
And then what?
If he says something, you just say, I just thought I'd leave that there.
For what? Like this is some childish manipulation malarkey. That's what that is. That's what both of those things are.
What happens? He puts money in the PayPal. Then you say, why'd you do that? Why did he do that? Why did he put money in the PayPal?
Why are we trying to like...
And then make sure whatever they paid for, whatever he says that he paid for, you give that to him, because otherwise it's not right,
Yeah, of course. And then if he paid for something wrong, you call him a sicko, and then you say, don't ask for that again unless you pay double.
All right, what's the next one?
Yeah,
We have great advice.
Yeah,
I love us. We have
You
great
have-
advice. Okay.
You have three
next.
distinct roads you can take on that one, I guess. Yeah.
Next up. Here we go. How do I politely tell my coworkers they're not my friend? So it says I've never liked anyone at my workplace, and I would prefer to remain professional and nothing else. I've seen how they try to stab one another in the back and snitch if given the opportunity. Make one mistake, like Matt and his boss, who still do this to this day, even though they don't want to work with anyone. Make one mistake and they'll jump into the opportunity to rat you out. There are no more, those are more the reasons why I will never be their friend. Our company is having a trip soon and anyone is free to join. I was asked multiple times to join them and I said no because I'm not interested. I only travel with my friends and family. Then I got told that it's for us to get along too, and I would be frowned upon if I don't go. How do I politely tell them that I'm not interested in being friends with them at all and just want to keep things professional during work and only at work without sending things off the rails? I'm going to be bold here and say that there's the very concept that you have no intention other than to be professional and nothing else with them is just simply not polite.
You know what's better than whatever he just said? Instead of being real with them, it's always better to string them along. And from what my experience, so you're busy that day. Whatever day it is, you're busy that day. I think I'm actually catching a cold. Just slowly but surely come up with excuses. And if they ever confront you, gaslight them. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm totally down. Just something came up.
I don't think that would work for a company trip, though.
Something came up.
Well,
It's not a company trip. There's no way it's a company trip.
That's what they
You
say.
don't take company trips for fun.
It says it right here.
Well, they're lying.
I mean, if that's not necessarily the case. There are lots of companies that have like outings and stuff that are just for
Those
doing
companies
something.
are stupid.
Okay.
Well,
maybe those.
this is a real circle. I've heard of companies taking trips.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they were right to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
But
I
this
guess
is-
that's a
this is
different
real
conversation. I guess.
situation.
Yeah.
A waste
But-
of money.
Yeah. I think you're getting off the topic of what the point of this question is.
It is a real problem, and while I do fundamentally think that having this problem, it is implicitly rude to not want to be like friendly with your coworkers. But I think there might be some way to skirt around this without coming out belligerently rude. I just don't know what that potentially is.
String them along.
So here's the thing. Justin, I agree with you in a particular vein of like not wanting to be friendly with your coworkers and just professional. I think is inherently rude, especially in I'm assuming this is in America, in American society. That's
This is
very rude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I would say for the vast majority of people that I work with, like, I'm not friends with them, and I think that's pretty clear that I'm not friends with them. But that doesn't mean that I'm not kind and I'm not friendly,
Yeah.
And if it's like a company sponsored event, what is wrong with going and enjoying yourself on the company's dime? Sure, you might be around people that like you don't particularly enjoy, but at the same time, it also depends on like what you're doing. Like if you really enjoy your job, if you really enjoy what you do for a living, certain things like that, like social niceties and such, are a small price to pay if you're in a job, in a position, doing what you want to do, getting paid what you want to be paid. If you're in that kind of a position, like I feel like you just need to stop complaining and take one for the team sometimes in general, in my opinion. But if it's not the case, if it's like you're in a place that you don't want to be and you like just, all that sort of stuff, then I would just politely say, like, like she said, I'm not interested in going to this. I have other things that I could be doing that I would rather be doing. It's not important to me. And to a certain degree, there's no real extra super polite way that it's not going to hurt somebody's feelings. But the most polite way that you can approach that, in my opinion, is to just be honest and not rude about your explanation.
And there is a way to like pseudo dishonest as well. Pseudo dishonest in a way that's a little bit more believable. Like if you say something to the extent of like, I really am not interested and I was thinking of just doing it anyway because I understand sometimes you're just supposed to do these things. And
then you sound like a sociopath. I promise you will sound like a sociopath.
And I found out that I'd actually agreed to watch my friend's pet, during that time. So I legitimately can't do it.
I really like that verbiage of I found out that I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
I found out
you
that
checked
I had
your calendar.
Yeah.
I checked my calendar and I discovered that I indeed did have a previous
I have a
thing.
previous
So I actually
that...
do have so the way you verbiage it makes it sound like, okay, I realized the error of my ways and I was going to double check the calendar to make sure that I was indeed free, and I found out that I'm indeed actually not free. So unfortunately I really can't go.
And also I don't want to go. I hate you.
Well, because you see, in your lie, you're also telling the truth. You're reiterating the statement of, I'm really not interested in doing this, which you've already exposed previously. So you're addressing that you've previously established you're not interested in going. You've also established that you recognize the right thing to do is to go. Then you're lacing in your lie that you can't really go because you have this other thing. But you've admitted the truth of what the moral high grounds are, and then laced in your lie into that.
I mean, so
these are all things that a sociopath does.
But it works.
I mean, here's the thing.
I think that makes it better.
I don't agree with like the sociopath thing. I think a lot of people do that.
That's
lot of
why
people
I'm
do that.
convinced everyone's a sociopath.
So here's my disagreement with that. You're taking the moral high ground with being honest about how you feel about it, but then you're still lying and making up an excuse why you don't want to go. I get that a lot of people do it. I mean, I do it. I'm not a perfect person, obviously, but in a perfect world, if I were faced with such a decision and I could think about it and build up some chutzpah, whatever, I would just be honest. And the other aspect of this is if they say that it's a requirement for you to go, then you go. But the
real right thing to do is just to go. But I feel like the person who's writing this in doesn't want to hear that, and that's the real truth.
Well, the reality is that sometimes reality is different than what you want it to be. And sometimes you got to muscle up, Buttercup.
That's the truth. That's the truth. The real answer to this question is you really need to just go to that thing.
Yeah.
That's the real answer.
Because here's the thing. It also depends on what it is. Because if you're talking about going to a Christmas party or a holiday party or something like that, you can show up, be there for 30 minutes and leave. I don't understand why it's got to be this big to do that oh man, I just really don't want to go or whatever. And if you're going halfway across the country for a week with these people, that's a whole other thing. But I'm willing to bet it's something more of it's a company gathering.
If it's a day trip or something like that, who cares? Just go. Truly, it's a day trip. You're going to be okay.
The sages say, suck it up.
That's right.
Unless you're going across the country, then be honest and don't go.
Yeah, really. then they can suck it up. And that's on Diddy.
Yep, you killed it right at the end.
Okay, we're moving on.
Speaking of which,
Sean Combs.
we're going to move on to a draft, and it just so happens that this particular draft is, what was it again? Is it just, are we going with that vague of a thing, or is it like a specific?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to draft.
This is, look, we're drafting rappers to be in your crew. Rappers to be in your crew. I didn't want to say posse. I feel like it's a crew. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's a posse.
You could also just say group.
Yeah, your group.
Yeah. You can be just super generic and bland about it.
Your label.
Rappers
in your label.
Jeez, okay.
It's a label now.
Yeah, it's a label now.
Hot rappers in your area.
No. No.
They're there. I promise you they exist.
I am not going to look up I'm not going to look up anybody other than this one individual, because I know they have a name and I need to know what that name is. But anyway, you guys can carry on. I will find who it is.
Okay. Who was first pick last draft? Do we remember?
No.
I don't remember either. I'm sorry.
I think it was you, Ian.
I went first last time.
Yeah. I'll just do spinner wheel. Let's not, because I know Matt and I probably are fighting over the same rapper.
You don't know.
Oh, we're fighting over the same rapper.
You don't know.
I'm rolling right now.
Let's see.
Ian is first pick, and second pick is
I found
Matt. Okay. Lead us off, Ian.
So, so my first pick, I just get the one, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to wait. Do they have to be alive?
No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna pick Tupac then, because
Of course you are. Of course you are.
All right. Tell us why. Why'd you pick Tupac?
Because he is the most famous rapper that I know.
How did I know?
So you're West Coast gang, huh?
No,
West Coast.
What?
If nobody picks Biggie Smalls, I'm gonna pick him too, because he's like the second most famous rapper that I know.
All right. It's my pick. We're gonna go with Tupac's reincarnation, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I knew we were fighting over this.
We weren't. I was gonna take Tupac.
Yeah. Yep, I knew it. Dude, I knew it. All right, I gotta pivot now.
Biggie Smalls is still available.
That's
I'm
true.
taking Ka. Yep, I'm taking Ka.
What did you just pick?
I took Ka, dude.
Why didn't you just pick someone normal?
I took Ka.
I mean, there's somebody that I'm picking that isn't normal. So.
All right.
I took Ka. Wait, I got a second pick.
Yeah, you get the second pick.
Snake draft. It's a snake draft. How dare you?
What's your second pick?
Let's see. I think I'm afraid about this next rapper going.
Okay.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I'm sorry. I'm on the fence.
You can do it. I believe in you.
He might come back. So, okay. All right. He's going to come back to me. I have faith. I'm taking Quadeca.
That's not a rapper.
Yes, he is.
That is not.
Yes, he
that
is.
is
Yes, he
specifically
is.
not
Yes,
a
he is.
rapper.
Yes, he
That's
is. He's
not
a
a
rapper.
rapper.
He's a rapper.
That's not a rapper.
You're being so loud.
Because I know what Quadeca is, and he's not a rapper.
He raps.
He does not rap.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You are going to get clowned on so hard
No, he
by,
raps.
by our community of one person.
He raps. I'm taking him. It's a lock.
I can't believe this. I can't believe you took a non-rapper. Oh my gosh.
He raps.
No, he's experimental. He's not rap. That's like trying to say that, like, alright, do you believe that Tentacion rap?
Yeah?
Yeah, he did. Quadeca has nothing close.
What are you talking about?
And
Dude does rap in his
Tentacion
songs.
is experimental. Was experimental.
So is Quadeca.
Rip my boy that I didn't really care about. Sorry. Alright.
No one's taking Biggie Smalls.
I won't take him. I'll leave him.
You don't have to do that. I picked
The thing is,
person.
I don't know if you know too many rappers.
I'm picking. So one of my picks, I don't know if you guys are gonna let go, but we'll see what happens. I think it's funny. I know enough to
man.
I know
We're
enough to fill
picking-
4 slots.
We're picking rappers. Now
Yeah.
the question is, are we gearing up for some sort of like are we getting ready to fight each other, or are we getting ready to rap off, you know? Are we
We're
gonna
rapping off.
Are we gonna be rapping each other off? I mean, like
Oh my gosh!
It's a
if
rap
this
off.
is specifically like, is it a rap battle? Like, are we looking for battle rappers? If that's the case, if we're doing specifically like rap battling, I mean, like there's one above all. There's one above all.
And they are.
And he's even stepped to our boy Eminem before and won. We're gonna say Nas.
I've heard that name before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is not Lil Nas X. This is just
I know.
Nas.
He's
So-
an R&B artist.
So I have 2 now, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna go for something a little off, and then something that I don't know if you guys you're gonna give to me. So my first pick is, his name is I'm probably gonna say it wrong. Raul Kerr. So it's Raoulkerr. He is a rapper in a band that is a Indian folk metal band called Bloodywood.
Oh my god, I want to say it in a certain accent.
Of course you do. So that's my first pick because I've actually listened to their music and I like it. And my second pick is just silly, because you guys are familiar with VeggieTales, right?
Of
Oh, yeah.
course. Oh, you're
Yeah.
taking
yeah.
you're taking the caterpillar.
I'm choosing Dr. Khalil, the guy who does the rap part of the Belly Button
Oh
song.
my god, he's still taking your VeggieTales characters even
He
now.
still takes them away from me to this day.
I mean, you had 2 chances to pick him. I mean, like, as soon as we were like rappers, I'm like,
Listen,
The
ever
thievery
since you
continues.
did it, ever since you did it the first time, I knew to never try it again.
oh, someone's a little high in sodium.
Who's your pick, Matt?
We're back to me.
Mhm.
I can't believe my pick is coming back.
Do I want to just snipe your pick?
Go ahead, take him.
Do I want to just snipe your pick? The
Take him.
thing is, I want my rappers to win this rap battle, and sniping your pick does nothing for me. I mean,
You
right
don't even
now-
know who my pick
Right
is.
now, I think you lost by default because Quadeca is not going to stand toe to toe with Nas or Kendrick.
You don't
I
even know
promise you.
who any of my picks are. I'll be real with you.
I'm positive that Dr. Khalil will ring all of you out.
Yeah.
Nah, because You know, did you
It's
take
not cut-
Biggie? Did you
it's
take
not-
Biggie Smalls?
No, I didn't.
All right, I'll take Biggie Smalls just so you can step on your stupid caterpillar.
But it's not covered by his HMO.
He's big.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I got everybody I wanted. You ready? JPEG Mafia. He came back.
I don't know who that is. Okay.
And then we rounded off. I wanted to go fully underground, but I can't let my favorite rapper go away. So I'll take Jid.
Why is that your
You'll
favorite
take-
rapper?
What?
Jid.
Jid?
He means JID.
I still don't know who that is.
You ever seen you ever heard the song Enemy?
I think so.
by Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
He was that rapper. He was that rapper in that song.
Okay. Cool.
He did that one TikTok song, Surround Sound. Yeah. He's all right, but you picked zero battle
I
rappers.
picked three
You
underground
picked zero
rappers
battle
and Jid.
rappers. And I took it easy on you guys.
I went underground and then took Jid because he's basically
I
underground.
probably took aside from maybe Tupac, I probably took some of the more famous guys.
I know. I had to pivot when you took K Dot and I had to go underground.
I got a caterpillar.
It's
You did do that. You did do that. He died though. Canonically, he's dead. Biggie stepped on him. That had to be painful, right? Or was it quick?
I'm assuming quick. You get another. Oh, no. You don't.
No, it's done. It's
No,
over.
that's not true. Both of you have one pick left.
Yeah.
What is happening?
We each get 4.
Wait, who did I choose? I got
K Dot,
Nas,
Nas,
Biggie, and
Biggie.
You know what? I want someone that none of you are going to understand. And not because they're mumbling, but because they speak way too damn fast. And it's not going to be Busta Rhymes.
I figured not.
We're going to go Twista.
I almost wrote Twister Rhymes.
Twista.
Cool. I'll pick Eminem. Sure.
Oh no, you're canceled, dude. What are they gonna do? Gen Z, bruh?
Yeah,
Eminem.
In terms of lyricism, he is either best or second best on this list. Hate to say it.
Bro,
Hate to say
dude
it.
is like an ant compared to K Dot.
I wouldn't say that.
Neither would I, but I don't know the context.
Kendrick's good. He is quite good. I will say that he doesn't really hit lyricism as hard as Eminem has in the past, for sure.
I only have a 30% understanding of what's happening.
But I will say I
lost.
like Kendrick a lot more than Eminem. I will say that his music's just better for me.
Infinitely better.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, Eminem had that one song. Which one? He had Houdini. He had My Name Is. I mean, come on. Gotta remember the
Oh,
classics.
that.
And there's a reason he is super widely respected in the rap community. You gotta remember that. He is widely respected.
He had his time.
Yeah, well, so did Tupac and Biggie Smalls, but like
That's
you know,
so true.
No. There's a difference.
Name a Tupac song.
I can't.
Okay, Justin, name a Tupac song.
I can't either. I'll
My
be real
Ambitions
with
is
you.
a Rida made. I'm not gonna say the other word.
Yeah, good job. There it
Nobody
is.
knows what that word is. But
There it is. There it is. Everybody, even the clown has a limit.
well,
No,
I'm just gonna say it was this.
no.
I'll say it. I'll say it right now.
No,
Now.
We're done. That was Super High Wire. Have a good night, everybody. or day or whatever time of day it is for
You
you.
better shut this thing off before I'm
Goodbye.
gonna